Okay, so welcome back to my channel, you guys. Today is my birthday and I'm so excited. I am finally 24 years old. It is so crazy. I was just 18 years old. Like, I don't understand how this happened. But I did a chit chat get ready with me because I didn't want to just do my makeup. I wanted to also go ahead and talk to you guys and tell you guys about my story and how I got into makeup. So if you guys want to stick around and see what it is, then go ahead and keep on watching. You guys, I am 24 years old today. I don't know how time flies by so fast. I swear I was just 18 years old. I don't know how I'm 24. That is insane. But you guys know I love doing get ready with me's because you guys can get to know me a little bit more. I don't care if I stutter or mess up. This is just me in the raw. With being 24, I kind of want to reflect back on my life, you guys, because I've been through a lot and I know you guys don't know everything about me. But today I just want to be really real with you guys and tell you guys, like, you know, how I grew up and stuff like that and why I started doing makeup, because there's a story behind it and I always want to go ahead and tell people. But for foundation today, we're going to go ahead and use the L'Oreal True Match in the shade Cappuccino N8. But if you guys don't know, I am African. I was born in Nigeria and I lived there for like a good 8 to 9 years. And you guys know how Africans are, especially parents. They're so strict on school. Like, you have to study, you have to do your homework, like all that good stuff. But with me, you guys, first of all, I am so out of breath. I am so out of breath. Why am I out of breath? But anyways, they're so strict with school and stuff like that. But with me, you guys, my character and my personality, I was always into like what my teacher was wearing, where she got her makeup, all that stuff. Like, I've always been like that, you guys. And it was so bad that she told my dad, like, you know, Chichi's not really focusing on school, because we were homeschooled back then. And it was just bad, you guys. I didn't care about school. I just loved makeup, what she was wearing, her outfits, her shoes, like all that good stuff. So I've always been the same, you guys. But anyways, fast forwarding to that, my dad and my mom went to America because my mom wanted to become a doctor. And she had to leave my brother and me in Africa with our grandmother just because they wanted to get like established first before, you know, they brought us to America and all that good stuff. So a year later, I think a year or two later, we then went to America and we went to Maryland, which I freaking loved because it was so cold over there. It always snowed. And today, you guys, my birthday, it snowed. I forgot to mention that. Like, I'm looking at the snow right now. It's so beautiful. But anyways, we went there, we reunited with them, and we also had our two little brothers over there. It was just such a good time, you guys. But yeah, let me go ahead and blend the foundation now because I will keep talking forever. Now, you guys do remember I told you guys I lived in Africa for a good 8 to 9 years. And you guys know, like, the traditions and stuff like that, it's a little bit different. So I did start school. My dad asked me a question. He was like, did you want to go to school? And I was like, yeah, like, why not? I'll be around other people and so on. But you guys, like, that just started like so many things in my life that I get sad when I think about it because I went through so much as a little kid. But I did start off in elementary school and people weren't mean to me then, you guys. Like, people, they didn't know, like, I had an accent, I was a little bit different, but people didn't know how to approach that. But they weren't mean. It wasn't that bad in elementary school. When I went to middle school, it was just horrible. You know, kids are so mean, especially back then. I know today it's even worse, but kids were so mean to me. They used to pick on me so much, you guys, like about my weight. I was a little bit overweight back then. So they used to pick on me about that. My skin tone, saying I was so dark. They used to pick on me about my nose and all this stuff. Like, I was really depressed and shocked because I was like, whoa, like, you know, I went from being homeschooled to being out here and kids are so mean. I'm kind of noticing this foundation looks a little bit orange on me, but oh well. All right, so right now I'm going to go ahead and move on to concealer. I'm going to go ahead and use my Maybelline Cafe Concealer. You guys know I love this stuff. But yeah, when I was going through all that stuff in middle school, you guys, I really didn't know what to do because kids honestly will bully me to the point where, like, I was so scared to go to school. Like, I remember one kid calling me a monkey. One kid was just picking at my skin tone really bad. Like, it was bad, you guys. So what I decided to do was go ahead and start wearing like a big sweater and like big sweatpants. That way I can like hide myself and then, you know, they won't pick on me. That's what I would think. And then on top of that, you know, I didn't want my parents to know what I was going through. So what I would do is I would wear like a new outfit to school every day. And then once I got to school, you guys, I would run in the bathroom and change into like a big sweater and big sweatpants. And I don't know, just thinking about it right now and saying it out loud, it's so sad that, you know, kids will make someone feel like that, but it was pretty bad then, you guys. So I kept doing that for like a couple weeks or so, and my teacher pulled me inside and was like, hey, like, do you need clothes? Is your family struggling? So on. And I was like, no, we're fine. You know, it's just, I want to wear this clothes every single day. I didn't want to tell her what was going on. I didn't want to tell anybody what was going on, because you're almost scared that if you tell someone what's going on, the kids will know and they'll make it worse for you. So I was just like, no, I'm not telling anyone. But anyway, somehow she got in contact with my parents, and I went home, you guys, and my parents were waiting for me, and they were like, what are you doing? Like, why are you embarrassing us? And I didn't want to tell them I was getting bullied. I was like, you know what, Mom, I really like the sweatshirt, you know, whatever, that's why I wear it to school every day. She was just so upset, you guys, because she provides so much for us, and for me to go to school with the same thing every day to make people think that, you know, we're not doing well, it just kind of offended her. So anyways, she went ahead and bought me so many clothes, you guys, and I had to force myself to wear it to school every day. Like, I was so upset because I just wanted to hide my body. I didn't want kids to pick on me, but you know, I didn't want to tell anyone, of course. So fast forwarding to that, you guys, I went to high school, and by then I had a few friends. They know who they are. But anyways, in high school, you guys, it wasn't as bad as middle school, but at the same time, it wasn't any better. People still picked on me, and I just think because I'm really nice as a person, you guys. I am not a mean person. Like, back then, I would handle everything anyone threw at me, you know. I would cry about it and whatnot, but I wouldn't be mean to people. It's just not in my character. But it was just such a bad time for me. I do remember girls calling my phone, threatening me. I would go to my mom crying every single day, you know, that there's people who are trying to hurt me and so on. The boys at school, you guys, would call me ugly. Like, I was that friend that, you know, I would have 2 or 3 friends, but everybody would like my friends, but me, nobody would look at me. Like, none of the guys would look at me. It was just, I don't know, I felt like crap. So basically, it got to the point, you guys, where I was really depressed. Like, really depressed. And it kind of changed for me when I went to my parents. Well, just my mom. I knew my dad would be upset, but I told her something very bad. I don't know how to say it to you guys, but basically it was just like, I didn't want to be on earth anymore. That's the best way to put it to you guys. I told her I'm done, you know, with life. I don't want to do this anymore, and I'm having thoughts, you know. You guys can put 2 and 2 together. I'm gonna try not to cry, but it was just, I don't know, it's just sad to think, you know, that people will make people feel that bad about themselves that they don't want to live anymore. I'm gonna try not to cry, you guys. I can't help it. I had to get myself together, you guys. Like, I just remember having that conversation, and my mom was just, she was hurt because she didn't know, like, I was going through all that stuff. But yeah, it was that bad. I was tired of it. I was just tired of the anxiety and depression, and it was too much for me at that point. At the same time, you know, everything happens for a reason, you guys. And it had to happen, because that was like the lowest of lows in my life. And if it wasn't for that, you guys, honestly, my love for makeup wouldn't be as strong, because I needed an outlet. I didn't have anything I loved doing back then. I didn't have a lot of friends. I didn't have something that, you know, can distract me from everything I was going through. So I went on YouTube, you guys, and I think the first person I watched was Jaclyn Hill, and I was just binge watching her videos. I was just like, wow, like, I love this stuff. Like, you know, back then how I looked at it is a little bit different from now. Like, back then it was like, you know, I can basically alter how I look, you know what I mean? But now I don't think I need makeup. Obviously, I don't care if I have makeup on. Like, I'm so confident in myself now, but back then it was like, wow, like this is something, you know, cool, a little bit different than what I'm used to. Okay, so for powder, I'm going to go ahead and mix two. I'm going to use my Danessa Myricks powder and also my ACC Cosmetics powder. So yeah, with that being said, you guys, like I just started binge watching the videos, and that's where my love for YouTube started. It was like whenever I was stressed or depressed or whatever it was, I would go home, watch the videos, and I would feel so much better. And that's my goal for my channel, you guys. I always want you guys to come on here and feel like, you know, you can escape everything in life, and you know, just for like a few minutes, just enjoy yourself, de-stress, and just be happy. You know, that's my goal for this channel. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and move on to the eyes. I'm kind of going for like a brown smoky eye, so hopefully it turns out how I imagine. But after watching the videos, you guys, that was like towards the end of high school, so I went ahead and moved on to college. And of course, you guys, in college, girls are very catty. Because of my ex, he played football, and some people were like, why is he with her? She's ugly, she doesn't play sports. People are so petty. I'm just like, you know, it's not that big of a deal. But at that point, you guys, I didn't care, you know, because I was kind of getting a little bit more confident in myself. I didn't care what people thought about me. I just kind of did my own thing, and that was it. And that's why, you know, me and him clicked, because he was just like, you don't care about anything. I'm like, I know, because I've been through worse than this, you know. But at that same time, I started doing Instagram videos, and I used to post videos all the time on Instagram, you guys. Like I used to do so many looks every single week, because I really just, I loved it at that point, you know. And I would always watch videos with him on YouTube and so on. And then one day he was like, why don't you go ahead and start your own YouTube channel? I was like, you're crazy. You're crazy. Like, who would want to watch me, first of all? Like, I mean, I'm weird. I'm a little, you know, out there. Why would anybody want to watch me? But he was like, no, I'm serious. Like, I mean, you watch other people all the time. Why don't you just go make your own channel? That way other people can watch you. I was like, all right, you know, sure, you know, whatever. Because back then, you guys, I used to edit my videos on my phone. So I was like, dang, that's going to be really hard to do. But, you know, let me go ahead and try it. And that's how I started, you guys. Like, that's how I started my YouTube channel, because of him. Because he really encouraged me to go ahead and start it. So I'm really glad, because with YouTube, you guys, it has done so much for me. It's like I can come in here and talk to you guys about how I feel, and you guys encourage me and push me to work harder. It's just such a good thing in my life, and I'm really glad I did it. But at the same time, you guys, like, people were always like, what is she doing? Like, I used to make sure that nobody found my channel. I was just like, if somebody found it, people are going to talk crap about it. Like, you know, that can't happen. But people started finding it. So I was like, oh, Lord, this is not a good thing. But I don't know. People had mixed feelings. Like, I think some people were saying good stuff about it. But most people were like, what are you doing on there? Like, why are you on YouTube? Like, that's weird. Why are you on Instagram posting videos? And I always used to tell people, like, you know, it's just for fun. It's just for fun, because I didn't want to tell people my goal with YouTube and Instagram, because that way people can laugh at you and bring you down. Like, no, you're not about to do that. Let me just go ahead and tell you guys, you know, I'm just doing it for fun, because that way you can't really bring me down. Okay, so moving on to the Jaclyn Hill palette, I'm gonna go ahead and take this brown chocolatey color and maybe this one here and mix the two. But one thing I will say about YouTube, you guys, it has given me so much confidence. Like, I don't ever feel the need to wear makeup. Like, you would literally catch me maybe 75% of the time without makeup. Don't wear makeup to class, don't wear it to the grocery store, I don't even wear it to Sephora. Like, I don't feel like I need it, because when you do makeup so much every single day with filming and stuff, you don't ever feel the need to wear it. And it just made me like more confident in myself. Like, I can talk to people without getting nervous. I used to get so scared to talk to people, but now, like, I talk to a camera, which is a little bit even more scarier. But I'm so comfortable now, and YouTube is just like the best thing that could have ever happened to me. But let me go ahead and put this color on my lids. I'm gonna use a blending brush, and of course it doesn't have the number on here, but this is a MAC brush. I don't know the number, but I'll probably put it up here. Okay, These shadows are so pigmented, you guys. Like, I love this palette so much. It's like my favorite palette right now in the whole entire world. Okay, so for lashes, you guys, I'm eating my hair. For lashes, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Eyelure Vegas Nail lashes. This is the Bronze Beauty one. I love how wispy and pretty it is on the eyes, so these are the ones I'm gonna go ahead and go with. Y'all, I am trying to film, but my neighbors are so loud. Oh my god. What are you doing? Check it out. Check it out. Okay, guys, so for bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and use my Nars Gienah contour blush. It's considered a blush, but to me, honestly, it's a bronzer. But the moral of the story, you guys, what I want to tell you guys and wrap it all up is, you know, the things we worry about in life, honestly, they're not even worth it. Because back then, people used to make fun of my nose. Now I can go ahead and contour my nose if I want to. People used to make fun of my hair, but now I have long, thick hair. People used to make fun of my skin tone, but honestly, I love my skin tone and I wouldn't want to be any other skin tone in the whole entire world. So it's just like the things we worry about, you guys, honestly, they're not even worth it. You know, as depressed and unhappy or sad or whatever it may be that you feel in your heart, if you wait a little bit longer, you guys, it definitely does get better. Because my other Get Ready With Me, I told you guys I didn't have a job for 3 months prior to this job I just have right now. And honestly, I was so depressed and so, like, you know, whatever. But now that I have this job, you guys, I'm happy. It's not a big deal, whatever. Okay, so moving on to blush, I do have the MAC Format blush. And whenever I do a smoky eye, you guys, I really do love this blush because it's just like a little bit of brown in there, not too much pink. It's absolutely perfect. So let me go ahead and put those on my cheeks. For highlighter, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and use my good old That Glow. Is it That Glow? What is it called? Yeah, That Glow highlighter kit from Anastasia. I forgot the name for a second. But I'm going to go ahead and use Golden Bronze and also Dripping in Gold. Okay, so for the lips, you guys, I think I'm gonna go ahead and do like a pinky lip. I'm not sure yet, but for my lips, I'm gonna go ahead and line it with the MAC Chestnut lip liner. And for lipstick, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Maybelline Raw Chocolate. So hopefully that looks really, really good together. Okay, so this is the final look, you guys. I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. The moral of my story is, you know, you're gonna go through so many things in life. There's gonna be a lot of ups and downs, but it's all about how you bounce back. And honestly, everything happens for a reason. If I didn't go through all the stuff I went through, I wouldn't be on YouTube or Instagram, and honestly, I don't know where I would be. So I'm kind of grateful in a way. But I really do hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next one.